So we're gonna start in a either standing or a tall kneeling position. So why don't we get there now and we will get started. You can be low kneeling, tall kneeling, sorry, or standing. I'm gonna be tall kneeling to start. So the first thing we're gonna do one neck car in each direction. Then we'll move on to the shoulders and wrists, T-spine, and then we'll move on from there. So hopefully you guys are all ready. I see a few faces. And Facebook land, I hope you guys are ready to roll. So neck first, remember nothing else moves, gang. Hands by your side, create a little bit of tension here through the body, and let's just focus on moving that neck. We'll go to the right side first. So we're gonna drop our chin to the chest, and then let's start to trace that right collarbone. Keep that chin close to your collarbone. When you max that out, look over your shoulder, let your head fall back. So you're drawing a big circle with that chin up to the ceiling. Then look over your left shoulder. Try to look behind you before you trace that left collarbone. Okay? Then let's look up for a second to reset. And then we'll go the other direction. So chin back down to chest. Let's trace that left collarbone. Again, keep it close as you can. We're trying to draw a big circle. Let the head fall back after you look over that left shoulder. Make sure you're not moving your hips. We're just focused on the neck. When you come around, look over, look behind that right shoulder to max that rotation out, and then trace down to that right collarbone till you get to center, and then you can look up. For the scaps today, for the shoulder rolls, you've got two options. Either keep your hands by your side and work on the rolls this way. If you want to change it up a little bit, you can go arms extended. I can get that arm up there now, where we're basically doing like the railroad track tire, the railroad tire things. That's technical terms. So you can either go here, guys, or keep them down here. I'm going to keep them down here. It just feels a little better for me. But remember, we're not bending the elbows. We're just moving from the shoulder. We're going to do two kind of squares or rectangles in each direction. So I want everyone to start by driving their shoulders up. So if you're here, you're still driving your shoulders up. Same thing. Drive them up towards your ears, then pull them back. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together, then drive them down. So just think you're drawing a box. Pull your shoulder blades forward, pull them up, drive them back. Again, there's that squeeze, drive them down. So you're trying to get your fingertips to the floor. Keep your hands by your side the whole time. Drive them forward with those shoulders, drive them up. Let's do one more squeeze, so pull them back. So we're all up and back right now. They're gonna reverse direction. So now pull them forward, drive them down. Pull them back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's drive them up. Let's get one more rep. Pull them forward, drive them down, pull them back. There's that last squeeze here. Pull them up, and then you can do a little dance. Shake them out for a second. For the wrists, we're gonna come here. Palms are gonna be up. I want your elbows by your side, gang, in about 90-degree angle, bend. If you have yoga blocks or even a pillow will work, but just something to squeeze in between. I have a hard time with this one right now still, but something to squeeze between your forearms, okay? You don't have to have anything. I'm gonna demo without any objects, but those, again, just helps keep you honest. So you can make fists with your wrists or knife blades, whichever you'd like. We're just gonna do 2 rotations with our wrists in each direction. So I want everyone to bring their knuckles up towards the ceiling, then bring them to point them together. So think of just drawing a circle with the wrist. Point them down, slow 1 mile an hour circles. Drive them away from each other. Make sure you're not moving anything else but your wrists. Up with those knuckles, back in towards each other. Start our second rep. Down. Drive them away. They're gonna be smaller than you would think. Drive them up, and let's point them in towards each other. Let's freeze here in reverse direction of our circle. So now we go back up, we go out, we go down, bring them in, one more rep, up, keep the slow controlled speed, out, down, and in for the last time. Good. All right, for the big shoulder rotation, I'm gonna have you guys do it together. So think like a big swimmer pattern. I can only demo one side, so I want both arms to extend them out. So you guys can start with both arms out. Okay, and then send them both back. Again, do both arms. I'm only gonna show one. Okay, so you're gonna bring them both up. Try to keep your biceps by your ears. okay? Once you can't go back any further, you're gonna start to turn both shoulders in. So you're rotating everything in. I can meet you back here. So then you're gonna bring your hands down by your side, okay? Thumb should be pointed backwards, the back of the hand against your thigh, and then send them back. So thumb leads the way going back. Once you can't go any further, you're gonna start to turn them out. Big rotation up. Bicep pass by the ears, bring them down. Let's go one more time, same exact thing. Send the arms up. Thumbs lead the way. Once you can't go back anymore, turn the shoulders. Try to rotate from the shoulders first. Let the elbows and wrists follow. When you get to your side, reverse it. Thumbs lead the way going back. Try to stay tall. Don't let it dump you forward with that chest. Big rotation pattern coming back up. And back down to the center. All right, last one from the tall kneeling, guys. I want you to give yourself a hug, since no one else can right now. So hand to opposite shoulder, okay? Nice and tall. So when we do these, we're doing basically, we're focusing on our upper back. So think from the belly button up, okay? We're gonna basically do some rotations. When you do these, I don't want you to think about dropping your hips at all. Try to keep your hips frozen, okay, for this one. Hips stay frozen, just from mid abs or belly button up, we'll say, okay? So we've got our hands crossed to opposite shoulders. I want you to think about peeling your spine down, okay? So we're in this flex position, think like an ab crunch, okay? From here, I want you to turn your shoulders to the right, okay? So we're rotating right, then do a little side bend. Now from here, start to lean back, point those elbows up towards the ceiling. Think sternum up towards the ceiling, drawing a big circle, come around to the other side. Get that side bend and rotation, and then circle back down to the center. Let's do one more circle. So we're doing another circle think about elbows. So I rotate to the side, side bend, rotate up. My sternum, my chest is pointed up towards the ceiling. I come down to the other side to complete my circle. And then once you come to center that second time, guys, I want everyone to look up for a moment. And then we're gonna do 2 to the other side. So again, I'm gonna forward flex down, think ab crunch. Once I can't go any further, I'm gonna side bend this, I'm gonna rotate left, then side bend, and then start my circle. Sternum up, elbows up towards the ceiling. Top of my circle, right side of my circle, then come down through the middle. Second rep, rotate, side bend, rotate it up. Point everything up, come down to the right side, pass through to the center, and then you can go ahead and look on up. All right, so we got 2 to each side. All right, so that's it for section 1. We just did basically like a tall kneeling kind of upper body warm up. So for this next section, we're gonna be on our side. We're gonna start on the left side so that way I can demo everything. So for these, like I said, if you have a pillow, awesome. I'm gonna use Mozzie's bed for some of this. If you have a yoga block, that works as a pillow too. So basically, guys, make sure you can all see me. I think so. So you're gonna be on your side. Actually, his bed's too small, so I'm gonna use a yoga block, but a pillow works too. So we're on our left side, guys. We're gonna basically do 2 movements, one for the shoulder, or 2 series. One thing for the shoulder, one for the hips, and we're gonna do each movement or thing twice. So shoulders, hips, and then we'll move on. Important as far as setup goes, gang, when you're here on your left side, I don't want your left shoulder in front of your body like this. So we don't wanna be on our backs, or I don't want my left shoulder forward. So if I were to stand over you and look straight down, try to get your shoulders even. So see how I'm kind of pulling my left shoulder back. So my right shoulder is directly over my left shoulder. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everybody. With your left elbow, your left arm, it can kind of come about straight-ish out, and then I'm gonna bring bend my elbow to 90 degrees. Okay, so we're all in this position here. Legs can be out straight. It's okay if they're in front of you a little bit, that's fine. Now from this elbow bent at 90-degree position, all I'm gonna do is just let gravity bring my left arm down towards my belt line, towards my belly button, okay? Some of you, now this is gonna be very individual to everybody as far as how low you can go, okay? Some people will get about 45 degrees, some people might get here, some people might get their wrist, their hand all the way to the floor. You guys are very mobile. Most people will not though, okay? So wherever you wind up, that's fine. I want you to take your right hand and put it on top of your the back of your left hand. And then just press down just a little bit, very gentle here, okay? Just to add an inch, okay? Don't crank on this at all. Now when you do that, check in with your left shoulder. Sometimes when you push down a little bit on that hand, it's gonna drive your left shoulder up, and we don't want that to happen, okay? So I like the cue of thinking of, I'm gonna try to keep my left armpit on the floor, okay? So I'm driving my left shoulder down, keeping my left armpit on the floor, so that prevents this from happening, alrighty? So let's all get in this position right here. Just feel a little bit of a stretch in that shoulder, okay? And we're not doing anything right now. We're literally just getting a stretch, okay? So hang out here. I can see the clock. We're gonna hang out here for about another 30 seconds, then I'll tell you what we're gonna do. So again, just to review, elbow should be about 90 degrees. My left knuckles are pointed right at my belly button, okay, my belt line. And then I have my right hand just kind of pressing down gently. I'm not cranking on this joint at all. Just putting me into a bit of a stretch, okay? Now, what we're gonna do, for you veterans, we've done these before, these Pales Rails contractions. So basically they're just isometric contractions where with my left hand, I'm gonna drive up into my right hand, okay? My left hand is gonna drive up into my right, but nothing's gonna move. I'm just squishing a bug between my hands, alrighty? We'll do that for a bit, and then our goal is to try to pull our left hand away from the right hand, alrighty? So are you ready to start? So we're gonna ramp this up, guys. So at about just 10%, right now, I want you to push your left hand up into your right hand. So start to push it up. There's a bug on the back of your left hand and you're squishing it. Now ramp it up to 20%. Okay, a little bit more. 30, 40, and let's hold it like 50%. So you should feel some tension happening, maybe a little bit of shaking going on. Hold this for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now don't move anything. Don't move your right hand. Right hand is frozen. With your left hand, I want you to actively try to pull it down. So I'm trying to create some space. If you can see on the camera there, I created like an inch of space. I'm actively driving my left hand to the floor. We're gonna hold this, guys. Hold it. Even if it doesn't leave your right hand, that's fine. It's all about intent. Keep holding for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now don't move your left hand. Keep it where it is. Take your right hand and bring it down to meet your new range of motion. So we just created a little bit more range there, okay? Just gonna hang out here for about a 10 count. So if you were able to pull your left hand away from your right and to get it closer to the ground, that's great. Again, if you didn't, that's fine too, as long as the intent was there. Now from here, guys, we're gonna do 5 liftoffs. So again, the right hand will not move. We're just gonna actively try to pull the left hand down, and we'll go up and back for reps here, all right? 5 total, so ready. Right hand doesn't move. Left hand, pull it down, try to get it away from the right hand. Hold for 3, 2, 1, bring it back up. Left hand, pull it down. Hold, 3, 2, 1, pull it back up. Ready? And again, pull down, hold, 3, 2, 1, back up. Make sure you check in with that left shoulder, guys. Make sure it's not popping up. So make sure that left armpit stays on contact with the ground as best you can. Let's get 2 more here. Ready? And pull down, hold, 3, 2, 1, back up. Last rep here, and pull down and hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you can slowly bring that left hand back up to that 90-degree angle. That left shoulder just got some decent work. So if you want to straighten that arm out, that's fine. We're gonna go after the right hip now. So in this position, guys, all I want you to do is bring your knees, feet are stacked, bring your knees up. Okay, knees are up to like a kind of 90-degree position here, fetal position. Now with our right hip, I want you to open it up. So my right knee rather, is pointed towards the ceiling, okay? When you guys do this, make sure you don't open up your shoulders or open up your whole torso. So I don't want my back to the floor, okay? My hips stay where they are. I'm just opening up that right knee basically, or from this position. Now, what we're gonna do from here, if you can literally take your hand if you want and put it on your knee, because I don't want the knee to move. We're kind of gonna rotate our foot around the knee, okay? So this right thigh and right knee, think they're stable, okay? They're not gonna move, and we're gonna rotate the lower leg, alrighty? So we're gonna do 5 in and out, basically external and internal rotation of our hip. So again, I'm looking at my right knee, I'm looking beyond it, and I see a point on the wall, and I'm just gonna make sure that that knee stays in line with that. Basically, I have the corner of my window, okay? So what I want everyone to do here, keep your right knee frozen. I want you to bring your foot in. So we're externally rotating the hip, bringing the foot in as far as you can. So I'm actively driving my foot in, my knee's not moving, and I'm holding for 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna bring it back to neutral. Then I'm gonna bring it the other way. So I'm trying to bring my foot out to the outside. These are probably gonna be harder than you would think, gang. Actively drive it to the outside, hold for 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. Let's go to the inside again. Actively try to bring that foot up. I'm trying to bring it to my hand and bring it back out. Try to turn things to the outside. Hip, this is actually internal rotation of the hip, but I'm trying to bring my foot away. Keep bringing, actively drive. 3, 2, 1. I think I said 5, but we're just gonna do 3 of these. So we've got 1 more each side, gang. So knees frozen, bring the foot in. Actively bring that foot in. You can even bring your hand here and try to touch your hand. I'm not even close, but I'm actively trying to get there. 3, 2, 1. And let's go to the outside one last time. Actively drive it away. When you get there, guys, active. No rest here. 3, 2, and 1, and bring that foot down. All right. We're going to repeat those 2, 1 round for a second round, and then we're going to move on to the other side. Excuse me. So what I want, again, back to the shoulder. We're just going to do the lift-offs here, not the whole that whole passive stretch. So check in with your shoulders. Your left shoulder may have come forward a little bit when we did that hip work. So I want you to make sure your shoulders are stacked again. Elbow is out at 90 degrees. Again, take your right, or let the left hand, just let gravity fall and bring it down. Then take your right hand and bring it on top of your left. Add a little bit of pressure, nothing crazy here. All right, we're gonna do 5 lift-offs, everybody. Knuckles should be pointed to your belt line. Ready? And go. Pull down with that left hand and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. 5 reps here. Second one, and go. Pull down. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Drive it down. 3, 2, 1. Relax it up. 2 more to go. Again, armpit, keep it down there. Drive it down. 3, 2, 1. Relax it up. Last rep. And pull down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest that arm out. We're going to do our second rep of those rotations for the hip. So knees are bent up at about 90 degrees. Open that top hip up. So the knee's pointed towards the ceiling. Make sure the knee doesn't move. You can put your finger here if that helps. So we're going to do these in and outs again, guys. 3 rounds. Ready? And we're going in first. So bring that foot in. Actively squeeze, drive, hold, there. Fight it. Don't relax. 3, 2, and 1. And bring it to the outside now. Actively pull it away. Rotating in with that hip. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Back in, rep number 2. Go. Pull in. 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the outside with that foot. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Bring it in with that foot and hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the outside for the last one. And 3, 2, and 1. And bring it on down. Whew. All right, guys. So we're going to switch to the other side. We're going to repeat that whole series. So you guys can go ahead and set up. I can't really lay on my right side, but I'll give you guys 30 seconds to get set up on that right side. So make sure the shoulders again are stacked. Might be able to lay here, but I can't do anything. Oh yeah, that's not bad. So shoulders are stacked, guys. Again, I want elbow straight out at about 90 degrees. Not too concerned. Legs can be out in front of you a little bit. Knees can be bent slightly, that's fine. The shoulder stack's the important part. Actually, this isn't bad. Nice. So again, gang, here we go. Bring that, let that right hand, now it's out at 90 degrees. Right hand start to drop it down. This is as far as I can go today. So I want knuckles pointed to the belly button. Take your left hand and bring it on top. All right, let it bring that right hand down a little bit further. Please do not crank on it. Just a gentle stretch here. We're just hanging out and breathing. And that's all we're doing right now. Check in with that right armpit. Is it away from the floor? Try to push it down. Okay, we want proper positioning, and obviously this isn't an ideal scenario to check everyone's form, but that's why I'm doing more yapping than usual. About 10 more seconds here, guys, and then we'll start that ramp up where we're pushing our right hand up into our left, okay? All right, are we ready? Or ready or not? So there's a bug on the back of the right hand. Let's start to push that right hand up into the left hand at 10%. Nice and easy to start. We slowly crank that dial. And up to 20%, 30%, 40%, and 50%. Let's hold here, gang, at 50. Keep holding. That should be a decent squeeze. Driving up, nothing's moving. Hold for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Don't move that left hand. Try to actively pull that right hand down towards the floor. Try to pull it away from that left hand. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your right hand where it is. I want you to bring your left hand down to meet where that right hand is now. So if you got some space, now you're a little bit lower, closer to the floor. All right, here's where we're going to do our lift-offs from this position. So again, left hand will not move on this part. With your right hand, ready? Actively pull it away from the right hand. Pull it down towards the floor. Hold 3, 2, 1, and relax it up. Second rep, pull that right hand away from the left. Hold for 3, 2, 1, back up. Actively pull down. Hold 3, 2, 1, back up. Let's do 2 more. I'm the worst counter. Ready? Pull down. Hold for 3, 2, 1, back up. Last one. And pull down and hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax that arm out. Yeah. So you can straighten it out if you want, gang. We're going to go after the hips. So remember, I want knees bent up to about 90 degrees. Make sure you stay on your side, so when you open this left knee and hip up or out, we're not turning and opening up our whole torso. So my chest and abs, belly button stay that way. I'm just opening the knee. Remember, this left leg and knee do not move. We're just in and outing. In and outing, that's technical terms. So we'll do 3 reps here, guys, and then we'll repeat these 2. Ready? Knees frozen. Let's start by external rotation. Bring that foot in. Actively drive it in. You can put a hand out, try to touch that hand. Hold 3, 2, 1. Rotate it to the other side. Try to bring that foot out. Hold. Actively drive it. Drive it. 3, 2, 1. There's 1 down. 2 to go. Turn it in and hold. 3, 2, 1. Rotate it to the other side. Actively drive. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Last round. Here we go. Point it. Rotate it out. Foot comes in. Hold. 3, 2, 1. To the outside with that foot. Internal rotation of the hip. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Little cramp on that one. All right, let's reset. We got our second round here, and then we'll move on. Excuse me. Make sure to check in with the shoulders. They're stacked. Right shoulder is down, armpit towards the floor. let gravity just bring that right hand down. Most of you should be a little bit lower than I am here, I would hope. Left hand comes on top of that right hand. We're going to do 3 liftoffs. Hopefully everybody's ready. Here we go. Second round. Ready? And actively pull the right hand away. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Second rep. Actively pull down. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back up. Rep number 3, and pull down and hold. 2, 1. Back up. We've got 2 more to go. Actively pull down. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Last rep. Actively drive that hand towards the floor. Really pull it away. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And bring it back up. You can put that arm wherever you'd like as long as the shoulders are stacked. Bring the knees up. Open that top hip and top knee up. Knee towards the ceiling. Torso's in good alignment. Right armpit is driving down towards the floor. Fingertip on the knee if you want to help. 3 reps. Here we go. Inside first. So external rotation. Actively drive that foot up and hold here. Hold it. 2, 1. And rotate it out. Active drive. Max that out and hold. 2, 1. Back to the inside. Second rep and hold. 3, 2, 1. Turn to the outside as far as you can. Actively drive against and hold. 3, 2, 1. Last one. External rotation hip. Drive the knee. Foot in, hold. 3, 2, 1. Last time to the outside with that foot. Max it and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Taking a little breather, guys. Grab water if you'd like. We're going to move on to fallen 90. So you can sit up, guys, for a sec. Give my shoulder a breather. So what we're going to be in next, we're going to stay on this side, our right side. So you're either going to be in this, basically kind of like a 90-90 position, but I want your hand out, this kind of wide base. You're either going to be on your forearm, which I can't really do, or you can be wide base here with that arm. So either on your right forearm or with a wide base with the right hand, which is a little easier for me, okay? This left leg is kind of knee bent, so kind of 90-90 position with the legs and the knees. We're going to focus on we're going to do 2 moves on the front leg, which is the right leg, okay? You don't have to have an object, but if you have one, I'm going to use my soup can. We will use an object for the second exercise. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our right foot with our left hand, and we're going to pull it up, passive range hold. When we lift the foot up, guys, remember, we're not lifting the whole leg. I want to do my best to keep my right knee down. Okay, so it's small movement. See, it's just this as opposed to this whole thing. So keep the knee down, just lift that foot off the ground, all right? So we're gonna lift, I'm gonna let go, and the goal is to hold that foot where it is. Don't let the foot crash back to the floor. Okay, we're gonna hold as hard as we can for like a 3 count, and then grab it, reposition. We'll do 5 reps, and then we'll do a hover with our can or whatever we have, all right? So everyone's in position. So let's reach down, grab that foot, pull it off the ground. Okay, as far as you can comfortably. You don't have to crank on anything. Ready? And let go. Try to keep the foot right where it is. Actively hold. Hold it up there. 3, 2, 1. Grab the foot again. Pull it back up if it fell down. Second rep. Ready? And let go and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Grab, pull it back up. Rep number 3. Ready? And let go. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Grab it, pull it back up. These last 2, we're just doing these 1 round. So these last 2, I'm going to add a couple seconds. We'll do 5-second holds. Ready? Rep number 4, and let go and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that foot. Last rep here. After the 5 count, you can let the foot slowly fall to the floor in this one. Ready? And let go and hold. Try to keep knee down. Try to keep foot up. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly let that foot rest to the ground. All right, if you have an object, you can place it in front of your right ankle. So a pillow, dog toy, a shoe works great. I've got a can. I'm probably going to go can on its side. We will see. So it's right up in front of the right ankle. So the goal on these guys, again, knee stays down, so I'm not lifting my whole lower leg. I'm trying to keep the knee down. I'm trying to hover over the block or can, place my foot to the outside or in front of the can, and then keep the knee down, up and over. So guys, work through 5 reps. You can go at your own pace on these as long as that pace is slow. 5 reps total. Knee stays down. You can even put a hand here if you want, just for a little help, just to make sure that knee stays down because it has a tendency to want to lift. So 5 reps. You're going over your object, place it down. Over your object, bring it back. Again, work through 5 total. It's my 3rd rep. It's hard to keep that knee down. That's the challenge. The wider you go with your base, the easier it'll get too. So feel free to widen it out if you need to, if that knee just will not cooperate. It's my last rep. All right. Now from here, we're gonna fall onto our back. So we're gonna do 1 more for the right leg. So it's 3 exercises total. Then we're gonna repeat the whole thing on the left side. So we're gonna go onto our backs. I only think we've done this like once or twice maybe in class. So if you have a pillow, you can get one just for comfort for your back, but you don't need anything for it. I'm gonna use a yoga block, but again, you don't need anything. So I want feet flat, guys. Knees bent, feet flat. With your left leg, I want you to cross it over. Your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, okay? Then we're just gonna let gravity, let that left knee fall in. Now it's tough to do virtually, of course, but ideally, your right hip, when you let that knee fall in, I don't want your right hip and your right butt to come way up. Hopefully you can see that, okay? I'm trying to keep my right butt down on the ground. So yeah, I can get my right knee to the floor, but my right butt lifted. So if I keep my right butt down, now when I go, I don't get nearly as far, okay? But that's what I want. Now, once I get there, I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna let the weight of my left leg just pull that right knee down, okay? You're either gonna feel a stretch either on the outside of your right hip, kind of your right glute. You might feel a bit of a stretch on the inside of that right leg, that right inner thigh. It's not a right or wrong. If you're feeling any knee pain, you might wanna extend your right leg out a little bit. That typically will help, and it may change where you feel that stretch. You can also bring your foot outside of your body a little bit. So right now I'm kind of lined up. If I bring my foot that way and then go, it changes just where I feel my stretch a little bit, okay? But hopefully you feel a stretch either on maybe on the outside, inside. I actually feel a little bit of both. Just a gentle stretch. So here's what we're gonna do from this position, gang. Kind of like what we did with the hand positioning for the shoulder. We're gonna do the same thing with this knee and this top foot. We're just gonna do 1 round, but what I want you guys to try and do is lift offs. So my left foot, my left leg isn't gonna move. On my count, we'll do 5 reps where we're gonna actively try to drive the inside of the right knee down to the floor, okay? It's not gonna go to the floor for most of us, but it's all about, I'm just trying to pull that right knee down, all right? Again, the main cue here, guys, the main form check is to make sure your right butt doesn't leave the ground as well. All right, ready? Let's begin. So actively drive your right knee, inside your right knee down towards the floor. You should feel a lot of like your inner thigh activate. So I create a little bit of space between my knee and my heel and relax it up. Second rep, we're gonna do 5. Actively drive that right knee down towards the floor. So I created space. I left my left heel, hold 3, 2, 1, bring it back up. 3 more. Ready? Actively drive down. Right knee towards the floor. Push. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. 2 more reps. Ready? And drive it down. Right knee towards the floor. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Last rep. And drive it down. Active. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And back up. Ooh. Those feel good. All right, we're going to go to the other side. We did 3 movements. So we're going to repeat all 3 moves on the left side now. So let's get set up in kind of that 90-90 position with the left leg in front, please. Your setup, again, you can demo better on this side. So either you can be on your forearm on a pillow or a yoga block. You can be on the ground, or you can just wide base with that hand, whatever feels comfortable. Remember, the wider you go, the easier it's going to get. I'm going to try forearm on this side myself. So we're going to do those lift offs, actively grab. So we're going to reach down with our right hand, pull the foot up. Remember, knee stays down. Knee stays down on these. How are we doing on time? 37, perfect. All right, so let's go. We got 5 reps, guys. Keep the left knee down. Grab your right foot, or left foot, sorry, pull it up. I can't really pull, but pull it up as best you can. Ready? And let go of that foot and hold. 3, 2, 1. Grab it, pull it back up. Ready? And let go and hold. 3, 2, 1. Grab, pull it back up. 3rd rep. And let go, hold. 3, 2, 1. Grab it. Last 2 reps, we're going 5 count. Pull it back up and let go and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it. Last rep. Let the foot go down after this one. Ready? And let go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot to the ground. All right, grab your object. If you have one handy, can, shoe, yoga block. Put it right in front of the left ankle. We got 5 hovers. Remember, these are at your own pace, guys. Make sure the knee stays down. You can even put a hand here to help. So remember, you're lifting that foot up over your object. Tap that heel to the ground, then lift up, pull it back in. So work through 5 reps total. Up, over, up and back. Up, over, up and back. I don't think 5 reps would be so hard to remember to count, but I'm going to do 1 more. Knee staying down, I'm lifting, I'm going slow, I'm controlling that leg the entire time. All right, there's my 5 reps. So there's our two moves there. So the last one in this series, we're going to go onto our backs. Remember, knees are bent, feet flat. Hopefully everyone can see this angle. So just a quick review, guys. Remember, your foot, if there was any knee pain, you can have to slide your left foot away from your body a little bit, so heel goes away from the butt. You can bring the foot to the outside of you a little bit more. And I want you to take your right leg, cross it over, okay, over the knee, and then just let gravity drop it in, okay? Check in with your left butt this time. We don't want this to happen again. Try to keep that lower back towards the ground. Keep your left butt cheek as close to the floor as you can. All right, just hang out here for a couple of breaths. You should feel a little bit of a stretch. Again, they're on the outside of that left hip. Maybe a little bit of inner thigh stretch as well. So play around with that left foot positioning to see what feels best for you. So once we start in about 10 seconds, again, it's going to be those peel-aways or those lift-offs where we're actively driving our inside of our left knee towards the floor. Okay, we'll do 5 total. Hopefully everybody's ready. Take a breath. Here we go. First one. And pull down with that inside of that left knee towards the floor. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Relax it up. Second rep. And pull down. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Relax it up. Third rep. And pull it down and hold for 3, 2, 1, pull it back up. 2 more, ready, go. Pull down, hold. 3, 2, 1, back up. Last rep, really drive that knee down. Ready, and go. Pull down, hold, stay active with it. 3, 2, and 1. Relax those legs out. Shake them out if you'd like. We're gonna stay on our backs for one more movement, guys, and then there's just one section left. We're at 42 minutes, so we're good. So this next one, it's gonna be definitely a do as I say, not as I do, but I want you guys on your backs. You can have your legs straight or keep your knees bent, feet flat, whatever's comfortable. We're going back to the shoulders for a moment. What I'd like you guys to do is bring your elbows up to 90 degrees. So you're all in this position here. Hopefully you can all see that. So my elbows are bent up at 90, my hands are up. You can keep knife blades with your fingers or make fists. I like to do the fists, but whatever you want is perfectly fine. What we're gonna do first is, and you'll see a big difference between my sides. It's actually not, this is uncommon, but it's not uncommon to have an asymmetry. So all I want you guys to do first is let gravity, pull your hands back. So you might get both your knuckles to the floor, which is fine. But when you do that, guys, make sure the back of your shoulders stay down. So I'm not like cranking up, all right? So see if you can get the backs of your hands to the floor. So you can see a big difference on me, obviously. All right, so from here, if you get to the floor, great. If you don't, it doesn't matter as well, okay? What we're gonna do for a 3 count is actively drive the back of our hands into the floor, or if you're here, just trying to get your back of your hand to the floor. All right, ready? And begin. Drive the back of your hand to the floor or towards the floor. You should feel the back of your shoulders light up. So keep pushing. Push into the floor if you're there. Try to get as close as you can if you're not. Keep holding for 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and relax. Now we're gonna bring the hands to the other side, so it's better to watch my left because I don't do much on the right, where I'm bringing my hands forward. Now on this side, going internal, I can't get my hands to the floor. This is important with the shoulders, gang. I can get there, but look, see how I lifted my shoulder up? So we don't want that to happen, okay? So if I drive, again, that armpit cue, if I drive my armpit to the floor, see how it lifted my hand? This is what I want though, okay? So make sure that left, or both of them, stay down. So we're doing these together, okay? So I can get a little bit of internal here. I get a little bit more there. Make sure your armpits and shoulders stay down. So same thing, guys. We're gonna actively drive. So we're trying to get our palms as close to the floor as we can. Ready? And begin. Start to push down. Push down. So I get pretty close on this side, but I'm not, if I get there, I lose that proper form. So keep driving. Keep driving. It's just an isometric hold for 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and relax it up. We're just gonna do 1 more each side, and we'll move on to our last section. So again, back to external. Let the hands fall back. Okay, if you're at the ground, great. If not, that's okay. Check in with your wrists. For those of you that aren't all the way down, make sure you're not just bending your wrists, okay? Try to keep your wrists as straight as you can. Ready? Back of the hands to the floor. Ready? And go. Push. Push. Keep driving. If your knuckles are in the ground, you're trying to dent the rug or dent the floor. Push into the floor. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it out. Last time going internal now. So we check in, make sure we're still at 90 degrees with those elbows. This is the important one with those shoulders. Armpits stay down towards the floor. Trying to get the palms of the hands as close to the ground as we can. Ready? And go. Push. Internal rotate those shoulders. Drive those hands towards the floor. So see, I can't get there, but I'm keeping my wrist straight. I'm not doing this. Okay, wrist stays straight. Keep staying active. I've got a little shaking going on. 3 more seconds, guys. 2, 1, and rest. Relax them up. All right, we're moving on to our last section. We're gonna go back to the hips. So let's do, we go 90-90 position, guys. Let's hold left leg in the front. 90-90 position, left leg in front. We're gonna do one more thing. Yeah, we need. All right, so we got, first thing we're gonna do, passive range. So remember we did these lift-offs from this position. We're gonna do it from this 90-90 position. So with our right hand, we're gonna grab our right foot this time. Keep the right knee down. I want you to pull that right foot up as high as you can, okay? I already got a cramp. Right knee, pull it, right foot up. We're just gonna do 3 of these, guys. So we're gonna let go of the foot. Try not to let the foot hit the floor. Everybody ready? Pull it up into that stretch and let go and hold. Keep that foot away from the ground. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it, pull it back up. Second rep. Ready? And let go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it. One more rep. Ready? Pull it up and let go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower it down. Don't move. Take your object, put it to the outside of that ankle again. Hopefully everyone can see. I'll rotate over a little bit, make it better for the camera. So same thing like we did before. Now we're doing internal rotation. So we're getting different tissue, but it's very similar movement pattern, guys. The knee stays down. Work through just 3 reps. 3 reps. So knee stays down. I'm going to lift up, over, tap my heel to the outside of that cone or can. And then I'm going to pull it back up, heel towards the butt. So work through just 3. Nice and slow. These are harder, I think, than the other ones that we did earlier. Last rep for me. Up, over, tap. Up, over, and tap. All right, then the last thing I want to do on the right side, use your kickstands as much as you need to, okay, with those hands, because I want you to try to keep an upright torso. With our right leg, you can just come with me. We're going to do 3 of these. I want you guys to lift that, this time lift the knee and the foot off the ground. Okay, I'm going to drive the knee back behind me as best I can as I bring the foot forward. I'm going to try to tap my heels, Dorothy. Then I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to try to extend that leg behind me. Don't let the foot or the knee touch the floor. See, it's just hovering above the ground. Then rep number 2, drive the knee back, bring the heel forward. Knee back, heel forward. Tap like Dorothy again, bring it back. Extend the leg back, try not to let the knee or foot touch the ground. Last rep, bring it up. Drive the knee actively back behind you. Try to tap those heels together and then bring it back and place it down. All right, actually the best way to transition, we'll do 1 more rep. So let's do 1 more, guys, but this time we're gonna lift up, go ahead and bring them in again, heels tap. This time let them tap, and then you can sit in this butterfly position, okay? Then we're just gonna shift our weight over to the right butt, and then let's extend the left leg back. So we're in our 90-90 on the other side. Nice little transition. All right, so we're gonna repeat those things on the other side, and then we're done. Alrighty, so left knee stays down. Left hand's gonna grab the foot. We've got 3 5-second holds. Ready? Let's pull that foot up. Check in with your upper body, guys. When you pull that foot up, make sure you're just not collapsing forward. Try to stay fairly upright. It's okay to lean forward a little bit. But all right, so pull that foot into its stretch. Ready, guys? And let go and hold. Here we go. 5 seconds, sorry. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab that foot, pull it back up. Second rep. Ready? And let go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab it. 1 more here. Ready? And let go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Grab your shoe, your can, whatever object you'd like. It goes in front of the left ankle. You've got 3 of your hovers. 3 of your hovers. Remember, left knee stays down. I'm going to lift up. Extend that knee to get over. Tap down. Lift up. Pull it back in. Nice and slow. Trying to stay in control. I've Got one left myself. Good. After your 3 reps, get rid of your object. We gotta do those, that little flow on the left side. So again, kickstands as needed. Try to stay fairly upright. With your left shin, left knee, ankle, lift everything off the ground. Just hover it an inch. Okay, let's start to drive the knee back as we bring the heel forward. If you can tap the heels, great. Don't have to. Try to get them as close as you can. Then bring it back out. Extend the leg back behind you. Try not to let it touch the ground. Second rep. Here we go. Knee drives back as the heel comes forward. Tap. Second rep. Bring it back. Extend behind. Don't let it touch. Third rep. Think of trying to get that knee into your armpit as you extend it back. Bring it behind you, behind you, behind you. Heel tap. And let's bring it back. And this time, let's place it down. We're going to do one flow where we transition side to side, and then we'll call it a day. So this time, let's try to go hands off the ground. You can make fists. You can have arms out. Let them flail around, whatever you'd like. So left leg, lift it up. Okay, let's drive that knee up into your armpit. Bring your heels together. Butterfly position. Let's get this other side. Knee up into your armpit. Drive that leg back behind you. Place it down. There's half a rep. We got to go back. Lift that right leg up. Knee up into the armpit. Bring your feet together. Left knee. Bring it up into the armpit. Internal rotate. Drive it down. And place it down. So we just did one flow side to side just to kind of put it all together. So that was everything I've got. Did I forget anything? Nope. Everything on the board. So that's a wrap, gang.